Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. There we go. All right, let's get it going. So one that just recently popped up was UUU. It does have catalysts on the day. Let's go over here and look at it real quick. Well, actually, I'll flip you guys over to the scan. Okay, so that's the scan right now. And UUU was walking its way up that scan. 2 million shares, but it does have catalysts. Come on. Okay, and there. It's like another one just popped up with catalyst SHFS. SHFS. And all right, so now we're ready. Okay, so let's throw those on and look through these. All right, so the ones without catalyst, we'll just see those. CARM is up 100%, 106%, but it's only 44 cents. HWH is up 96 cents at 283. GCT is up 40%. UUU is right around that $5 level, and it's one of the ones that has catalyst. And then CYTK, MLYS, those are a little bit lower on the volume levels, so not too worried about those. I'll clean those off right now. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Starting with UUU. This is another cash dividend. Looks like cash dividend payout of $1 something. So we saw one on Friday that had a cash dividend that went up and just grinded all day. It was kind of nasty. And this is another one. It's only up 46% though. $4.85. ATR of 47. But the relative volume 74 times the norm. Making its way on down. So UUU coming on down there. SHFS continues to pop around as well. SHFS. This one. Let's look at what this catalyst is for FH or SHFS. It says Safe Harbor Financial launches industry's first fully managed cannabis banking program. Okay. So fully managed cannabis banking program. Let's read into this. SHF Holdings, Safe Harbor, or whatever, a fintech leader providing financial services and credit facilities to the regulated cannabis industry, announced the official launch of its fully managed cannabis banking program, the industry's first and only solution offering complete operational and compliance outsourcing for financial institutions. The announcement comes ahead of CEO Terry Mendez participation in PBC Conference 2025, where he will join industry leaders to discuss the future of cannabis banking, reinforcing the company's commitment to delivering compliant, scalable financial infrastructure at a nation or at a national level. Okay. Key features of the program include sticky deposit growth. Licensed cannabis operators are vetted, acquired and onboarded by Safe Harbor with deposits placed directly at the partner bank or credit union. Complete operational outsourcing. Safe Harbor manages all aspects of program execution, including BSA, AML compliance, client service, business development, marketing, and reporting. Reputational shield. The program is operated under the Safe Harbor brand, insulating financial institutions from direct cannabis association. Improve efficiency ratio by minimizing startup costs and all of that. Okay, so yeah, that's kicking up, and it's walking its way up the map right now, looking like it's trying to catch up with UUU. Both of these two have catalysts. Which one? And UUU is only up 27% now, so it's pretty much giving back a lot of what it had. In SHFS, let's go look at the daily charts for both of these. We'll start with wow, it's getting a little spring down there on SHFS, but we'll start with FHSS on the daily chart. All right, so I've been having quite a bit of a grind down. Closed at 240 on Friday, and now went all the way up to 480. So almost, see, the top here was 433, 436-ish. Had a gap here between 224 and 331. So let's mark this up. This may be a possible daily level at 438 there. Possible daily. Okay, any more obvious things? We got what, 384 down here, right around $4. Let's zoom back a little bit. Nothing else super obvious, so I just leave those on there, and we'll see what happens during pre-market. The other one is UUU. So UUU closed up yesterday at 330, and first obvious one is right up here. It looks like right up here, all-time high has got 540 up here. So there's a little zone here, possible, let's see, possible daily level. And we will duplicate this right to that $5, pretty much where it's trading within. We also got a level down here, duplicate at the $4, re-entering this previous level down here. All right, so let's jump back over to the 1 minutes and see where those levels line up. So this is what we got on UUU. 540, 521 is where it came from. 399-ish, $4 is where it bounced down here. Let's also look at SHFS. So this was that 392, 438 level, came down, kind of held this 392 level, and it's still up 72%. So it has 37 times its normal volume with the ATR of 54 cents. Trading within this range here. We'll see if it can get more volume than UUU. Still about 2 million off from UUU. Very similar prices though, both floating around 430. SHFS went up there and tapped the high at that 438, and now it's coming back down and checking in with this 392. UUU going on down as well, back towards that $4. Okay, so we keep testing the $4 there. One is cannabis, one is another one of those cash dividends. Point of control just appeared there at what is that, 414. Still trading within this range, 392 up to 438. Looks like it wants to leave it, but we'll see. Just tap that level again. Getting through there a little bit. More resistance. Look over here, UUU. Only up 29%. And the volume has really slowed down. I guess people are starting to focus more on SH because it's forming these longer range candles. This one went from 396 up here to 447. Looks like it's going to have another little breakout. But still, these are daily levels that it's trading around, trying to find strength around it. Okay, throwing a wick out there on SHFS. Can it close a candle above this level though? 438. Maybe. No reds yet. High was 484 up here. What is a pullback gonna look like above this daily level? Look at what the overall market is still trading downwards on today. Still have not seen a pullback. There are 2 minutes left on this. And we'll be closing up a 15 minutes, 5 minutes. First pullback above this level that has gotten some bodies above the level. So let's see how this goes. Bottom of this candle is 446. Going back down, but looking like there are some transactions sitting here off that 450. Let's go back over to UUU. Still kind of just chopping around this 425 level. Hasn't broken down 4 yet. 1 minute left on this until it closes the 15-minute. Almost a double top here at 474. Point of control is at 443 right now. Oy, oy, oy. Both of these floats are around like 2 million in the float. So hit the top there. That would be a double top at that 485 there. Let's see if it gets through it. About to close this 15-minute right in 15 or 10 seconds. Definitely seeing some selling above this daily level though. How much selling will it get though? Okay, there's the open of the next candle. So it spent almost 5 minutes above this candle or above this daily level. Jump back over to UUU. Up 33%. Both of these are really still in the same volume area. Neither one of them breaking towards 5 million yet. This is the cash dividend one. It's giving a $1 cash dividend on, let me go look at when that was again. $1 cash dividend on the record date for the dividend is September 18th. So you need to hold this until the 18th to get your $1 dividend. Let's see when you need to be in though. It says shareholders who sell their common stock during dividend right period, September 18th through whatever, will be selling their right to the special dividend, and such shareholders will not be entitled to. So you got to hold this thing to the 25th. The 25th is the close of what it is. So you got to hold it like a month, and I don't think people are gonna be willing to do that. Right up there to that point of control, 479. Let's look back over here. So now SHFS coming back into the zone. We looked at 438. It's got this $4 down here, but it's a lot closer to its daily levels than, or it's a lot closer to the higher daily levels than UUU. UU's got a lot of work to do. SHFS right off of this 438 level. High was that 485. Kind of hard tested this 438. So something looks like it's going on over here. Got a ATR of 54 cents still. Mm, just telling us a story. Let's go and look at the 5 minute, 15 minute. 15 minute, we can see a nice little double top up there. I guess we could mark pre-market levels, but may end up ripping that. I don't know. But it has slowed down quite a bit. It's been 20 minutes after when retail traders can start trading it, and it's still kind of stalemated up here at the top around these daily levels. Let's go to the 5 minute. I see. What is this? That one's got a big float. I just saw that. Okay, SHFS coming back into this zone again. Finding some more weakness there. Looks like a double bottom down here as well at the 419. So it hit up here around this 461, 485. So a couple of double tops up there. And now it's just trying to hold this bottom 418. Or, well, maybe it's not holding that bottom. And jump back over to UUU. UUU got some popping up here, coming back up the charts as well, back up to these highs with that special dividend. Mm-hmm. You know, they're pulling back up just a little bit over 5. Let's see, we got 60. Well, we know it's respecting these levels for sure. Came up here once, respected it, and it's still trading within this range. Point of control is at the 469. Let's go back up to SHFS. Still trading this range as well. Both of them back under 5 now. UUU. See if it continues to hold down 5. Oh, actually, SHFS never did get over 5. We do have some still outperforming them without catalysts. HWH and CARM are still above them in volume, but no catalysts. So HWH is here, and then CARM, which is barely trading, but it's only 45 cents. So not a lot of range to make money on that. UUU continue to challenge that $5, but we continue to see those top and tails below the previous daily levels that just popped in. Oh, man. It's gotten very, like these candles have gotten very small. Small little green build up, showing a little bit of red here. Not just getting aggressive through this level, and the point of control is above it right now at 445. So a lot of people got in right above this daily level. Back up, testing that daily level, right to that point of control, 445. Hmm. This will be the second time it's holding around this daily level. Closing that up. Let's see if it rushes back downward or if it's going to rush up. Looking like it wants to. This almost a triple top. At 485 is going to break it. Broke it. Small breakout of 485 up to 490. Up 96%, 97%. Mm. Just about 10 cents there on that breakout. Another little, let me see, 96 up to 99, 3 cent breakout there. Almost 7 million shares traded. Stock this size, it probably should have had 10 million by now, but especially being up 100% with those pushes, but it just could not get it. Almost a 10 million shares traded. Again, failing to get over 5. Where you at? You faded off of those high levels, still in the mid range of where it was with that special dividend, but very tight trading on it as well. The struggle is real out here on these two stocks. UUU. What's going on here? Came down, had a pop, still trying to test that $5. Hmm. $5.21 again. There's definitely a struggle here on Tuesday, first day of the week. First trading day of the week. Mike D says, "Good morning. MNKD upgrade to $8, holding 90 shares at 388. Is that MNKD Mankind, or I think that's Mankind? And I spelled that totally wrong. I'm spelling it wrong. MNKD. What was the name of this one? MNKD. Let's see. MNKD. Mankind. News from August 27th. They were to present at an upcoming investor conference. Let me see when that investor conference is happening. Is that happening today? Let's see, September 3rd. So they have a Wells Fargo Healthcare Conference, September 3rd, 4:30 p.m. They have one Thursday. So all this week they have conferences. Looks like, and next week. So this week, 3rd and 4th, and then the 9th right there. What is Mankind? Let me go look. Mankind is a biopharmaceutical company focused on the development, commercialization of inhaled therapeutic products for patients with diseases such as diabetes and pulmonary arterial hypertension. Its approved product of Frieza insulin human inhalation powder is a ultra rapid acting inhaled insulin used to improve glycemic control in adults with diabetes. The product consists of a dry powder formulation of human insulin delivered from a small portable inhaler. Okay. They got conferences all this week. So this is one of those stocks that if you're holding, maybe you'll get your blessing out here. You know what I'm saying? Or if you've been holding, you get your blessing out there. Bought in SH. I'm not seeing SH. Is there? Let me look at SH here. SH. SH. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you bought 390 on SH, and this is Pro Shares. Whoa. Am I tripping? S 39. Wait, SH is at 38 bucks. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Cody, you said you're into SH at 390. Oh, the one I've been talking about. Okay. This one. Got you. Okay. UUU splashed up there around wherever it went down to 390, and it got back up here to 572. Then SHFS still trading within this range. I think this one's kind of losing the race there. I think it's up 75%, but looking like it's getting pressed upon. Here's another one. What's the catalyst on this? Ions. IONS. Let's see what you're talking about. Looks like you're a higher price stock. It significantly reduces triglycerides in acute pancreatitis events in landmark pivotal studies for people with severe hypertriglyceridemia. All that, yeah. Um, it's a little bit higher price one. Medical stock, pharmaceutical. What's the float on this thing? Has it disappeared already? Must be too heavy. SHFS coming back above that 438, continues to play around there. And UUU, both of these just, I don't know what they're trying to do. Hasn't been any major dips though. No major sell-offs. So SHFS getting stuffed back into its range. Looks like it was getting out of there, but after making these two attempts upward, slowing down gradually. Corner control still down here at 486. And not really seeing that rush of volume up here just yet. All right, so both of these are approaching the 10 million mark. SHFS is going to get there first. More volume running in there. All right, so it just crossed 10 million there. So 10 million shares traded. right on that point of control of 443. Tight little candles there. This one is still at 8 million. These 2 million shares to go. Coming down, tapping that daily level. Let's see if it'll drop back into these ranges down here. And pressing. Okay. Definitely hard tested both of those daily levels. Oh, what is this one? There's a couple of these medical stocks popping up. UTHR $455 per share, of 49%. ATR of $17.97, $17. So average range per day of 17 bucks. I mean it's $400 stock, so that's normal. Very low volume, but it does have some type of catalyst here. Says United Therapeutics Corporation announces Tetnon 2 study of Tyvaso meets primary endpoint for the treatment of this is another inhalation for treatment of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. So a lot of lung type breathing type medications coming out today. The other one we saw was dealing with diabetes, an inhaler for diabetes with a powder. Okay. But those are not low floats looking like. These are, I mean, it's got 34 million in the float, but you know, it's like a large cap, almost going towards a large cap. Oh, it is a large cap, 20 billion in market cap. All right, back over here to SHFS. Still tight around that 450. UUU tight as well. So this is 3 times this thing has come in here and failed. Has a little low point down here, 398, where it dipped down to. Finding some type of resistance here back at that daily level. Continue to drag that point of control downward. UUU held that daily level, so holding above its daily levels. High point was 580. Wow. Okay, I almost got to $6 right there. Almost. Cash dividend. Boy, they're really trading this cash dividend catalyst. Friday, it was the same thing. Problem is you got to hold to the 25th to even get your cash dividend. So most of these people are not going to be holding. $6 there. Still has less volume than SHFS. It's not understanding. Like with this kind of push, shouldn't it have more volume? Still at 8 million, not even a 9 million yet. It's low volume. I'm seeing MENKD now on my scans. Coming on out of there, it's up 40 something percent. MENKD, the one that was called out earlier by Mike D, continued to grind up there. Got 1 million shares traded. Carm got about 47. Let me look back at Carm. Yeah, Carm, I think it just was I think a lot of people jumped in early before all this other stuff started popping, before the things with range started popping, and now they just regret it. Because that is a easy stock to oversize into. 44 cents, I mean, you could easily end up with a couple, you know, tens of thousands of shares there, and you can easily fat finger on that too. And then HWH also no motion there. All right, SH whatever is retesting this level once again. It's leading the way with volume. 11 million shares once again at this level, holding around at 441. Hmm. UUU floating around at 6 as well. Hmm. Well, that's a scary candle on the 1 minute. All right, let's jump over to the 5. Jump to the 15. Let's check these all out at the 15. Mankind, UUU, SHS, FS. Let's flip to the 5 here. So just looking at the complete chart, I mean, you can kind of see how it is very range bound in here at this point. Kind of have to wait for some more information in there to get a good calculation of what it's actually doing. Paul K called out TBH. TBH. Okay. So TBH, let's see what it's up. See if it has any catalyst here. So 20%. Definitely got some pushing to do. Last time it had catalyst was on August 20th. SEC filing on August 20th as well. So no catalyst on today. It is getting some type of push, but indirect competition. Oh, it's the volume on it is 360,000 right now. So now it's back down to 13%. It's got a long way to go to get back get with SHFS and UUU. It's raining. It's raining, man. Right outside. Hopefully it doesn't stir up too bad today. It's crazy you didn't get more volume than that. It's just struggling just to even get 1 million shares traded. Struggling. Spend like 10 minutes on each million. MNKD back to 31%. TBH only up 16%. ATR only 16% as well. Morning, Donnell. Look at those. Gotta be stronger. All right, let's jump back to the 1 minute. UUU continue to just pop this range around here. Just saw TBH for like a second, split second, then it was off. See if we can actually hold the scans. Just saw Hoth up there as well. Let's see what Hoth is doing. Hoth, TBH. Okay. TBH and Hoth were the ones I just saw. Does Hoth have a catalyst on today? Hoth last news was on July 29th. So yeah, quite a while ago. And then had a SEC filing on the 28th. So Hoth throwing something up there. Let's see, that was from the 48 up to the 50s, but a much smaller range than everything else. Only 1 million shares traded on it. ATR of 8 cents on Hoth. From yesterday, ATR today says 9 cents, so it's only moved up 1 cent in the ATR. UUU finally catching up, almost caught up to SHFS in volume, but now that it's going down, it's catching up in volume. So I don't know. May get quite spicy towards the downside. Both of them sitting around 70% up right now. KD, not really moving much. UU keeps doing these pops. This pop was from the 81 up to the right around 10 cent pop right there. It's SHFS. Are you ready to start walking down on them? Oh wow. UUU. I don't know if new news came out or what, but it just continues to destroy upwards with that dividend news. Special dividend of $1. Just grinding higher. Hmm. Just like with Friday, very unpredictable explosions out of this dividend catalyst. SHFS is about to go back under $4. Hmm. Hmm. 7 o'clock. It is what it is. I think I'm gonna stay away from this these dividend special dividend type catalyst. They've been, I mean, it's the same motion that it had on Friday, or the other one had on Friday. Very choppy. Have a fall, kind of recoup, trade in a tight range, hit a couple stops, and have unpredictable explosion. And no matter what it does, SHFS is getting more volume than it. Even with all these unpredictable explosions and all that, it's still at 14 million, and SHFS has jumped up another 4 million, almost to 20 million. Still on that struggle bus. But the top four that we have on the morning is CARM, HWH, SHFS, and UUU. I see another one that just popped on. What was that? Ding, I got a ding over here. What was that? GCTK, nothing. No catalyst. SHFS looking like it's about to give up the ghost. So apparently this seems to be the more obvious one for shorts because they're really hitting it. Every time it tries to go down, they're hitting it. This other one over here, UUU, they just can't figure it out. So just got it kind of struggling back and forth. Right, SHFS holding again. Might end up watching SHFS because it's looking like it's got more of a better setup to possibly get past that 5, but I don't know. Almost 20 million shares traded on it in this tight little range. Another one just popped up, SSKN. SSKN. Look at this catalyst on it. SSKN. Strata Skincare. Okay, what is this talking about? Strata Skin Sciences IP portfolio holds exclusivity in combination therapies of its extract, whatever this is, laser, and with JAK inhibitors and biologic drugs, bolstering expansion into new indications like vitiligo and other autoimmune skin conditions. And this came out today. Does it have SEC filing today as well? Does not, but it does have a press release. Okay. Let's read down here and see what it's talking about. Are they talking about any grants or money? Okay. So it's up 44%. Let me add that one to see what it ends up doing. SSKN. Just getting to a million share or almost a million shares traded. 700,000 right now, 800,000. Has an ATR of where'd it go? ATR of 34 cents on this one. Let's see if it can drag some more attention to itself. So right now for low floats, we got UUU, SHFS, SKN. SHFS is back up here to this level again of the 438s. Definitely got some contenders on the day. Now it's pretty much who's going to hold up all of these consolidations. What's going on with UUU? UUU is doing a special dividend. They're doing $1 dividend, but you have to be holding between the 18th and the 25th to get that dollar dividend. It's a special dividend. Let me actually see what their dividend. Do they normally pay out dividends? I believe this may be a one-time, but let me go look at it real quick. So let's go to dividend.com. Go to UUU. It's pretty much the same catalyst as we saw Friday on that Singapore stock that was going up with the dividend, but it's just a bigger dividend. The Singapore stock was offering 0.005 dividend, and this one was offering $1 dividend. So let's go look at UUU and see when they paid out dividends here. Payouts. They've never paid out dividends. Okay, so this is going to be a one-time dividend. So it's going to be, and the problem with a one-time dividend is that once they pay it out, the incentive drops. So people just sell, you know? It's like, oh, one-time dividend, great. Let me get my money and get out. So that's the risk with UUU. Oh, no, right now, on the 1 minute, it just looks regular to me. Are you seeing wicks or something? Just looks like it's got some type of trend, and it's, you know, a little pop and drop, poppy droppy. On the 15 minutes, definitely looks like it's trading towards the bottom side of the 15 minute, but 5 minute, let's see, 5 minutes, nothing too unusual. Maybe you're seeing wicks I'm not seeing. Yeah. Okay, SSKN going and biting the dust. SHFS still fighting within this level. Okay, here's what it is. We've seen the ones that supposedly were supposed to have a little bit of range today, but not super impressive catalysts. did have a little bit of volume, but in comparison to some of these penny stocks like Carm doesn't even have a catalyst. It's got 77 million shares traded. Like, mm, very questionable. And then it moved what, 6 cents here from the 44 up to the 50 cents. And then HWH still up 66% with 43 million shares traded. So I'm just seeing the penny stocks win the day on today with no catalyst. Take out that one. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you need the extra. I think it's like level 3 data or something, so you can actually see what's on the book, so you can trade these little tight ranges that are in here, so you see where everything's at. But just jumping into something as choppy as UUU, it's like, because it went flat here. I kind of thought it was gonna dump down here, 419, but had one leg up, had this big move down. So I was like, maybe over. Then it gets going to this level back to the 465. Boom, up to the 534s, comes back down. I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's just a little double top there. Comes down, blasts back up through what looked like some type of double top at daily levels. Then it comes back up and goes flat again. Explosion. Comes back down, circles out. It's just so many different patterns in here. It just is like, okay, all right. You're trying to get me in there. SHFS going on down. All right. Well, I pretty much came and seen and saw. I'm looking for something that is going to be holding up $5, that is going to have a better catalyst than a special dividend when it hasn't even been paying out dividends. And this dividend you got to hold for almost a month just to get it. I'm like, no, I'm good. This is the beginning. This is the first trading day of the month, so I feel there'll be better opportunities than what we're seeing right now on these little special dividends. But for right now, the only ones that are holding up are the things, the things that are creeping up. UTHR, SSKN, UUU, and SHFS are the things that I'm seeing with catalysts over here. We go look over here at the news feed, look around, see what the rest of the news is talking about, before I have to get on down. So up here on the news feed, we got BMR, BMNR, up there. Altcoin session meets Wall Street for four equities to watch: DBKSF, DMNR, DJT, and DFDV. That's up there on the news today. Let's look at the calendar. Do we have any IPOs or anything like that? IPOs, PMI, Picard Medical. That's already open. Okay, let's jump over here to Yahoo. Haven't looked at them just yet. I'll refresh the page. Okay, Vincent. Trump has a plan B if Supreme Court nixes tariffs. Let's see. Kraft Heinz to split into two separately listed companies. Klarna seeks 14 billion valuation in long-awaited U.S. IPO. Nestle in turmoil after CEO is fired over an affair. PepsiCo jumps as Elliott plans activist campaign with 4 billion stake. Tesla falls short with just 600 orders in India since launch. Trump may declare a national housing emergency. Okay. Russia and China sign a major deal for new gas pipeline. Gold jumps above 3,500 to hit record high on rate cut bets. Stock futures slide, yields jump to kick off jobs focus week. Let's see. We saw that retailer and farmer groups ask India to shun Amazon's plea to ease investment rules. Let's see. Coming price cuts at McDonald's may signal a broader fast food price war. Cafe chain BlackRock coffee bar targets 861 million valuation in rare U.S. consumer IPO. Let's see what else we got here. Dow sells additional stake in infrastructure venture. Ignore the noise. How investors should play the risk. Yeah, they always have that type of advice. You should do this. You should do that. It's like, okay, all right. Okay. Let me read some of these chats. Karm, we looking back at Karm. What happened over there at Karm? It was at 50 cents last time I looked at it. It's at 53 cents right now. So move 3 cents. And like I said earlier, the thing that I have a problem with these cheaper ones is oversizing. Like I just literally, if I get in it with regular size, like let's say if I regularly take, let's say 200 shares. Well, 200 shares of this, if it's gonna blow up, still probably isn't gonna pay me anything, right? It still has a better chance of going down, but I can limit my risk by just taking a normal share size instead of getting like 10,000 shares of this thing. But you definitely don't want to be adding too much to losers on a penny stock. Because once it stops moving and it really gets flatline where it's not even popping anymore, you're trapped. SHFS continue to move down. UUU as well. I'm just expecting there to be some more news today. Anyway, almost 7:30. About to be rolling up out of here. It's raining right now, so I gotta be careful on these slippery streets. UUU coming on back down to that daily level, starting its walk down. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders, doesn't it, there on UUU? Like this would be a shoulder right there. This would be a shoulder or a head, and this would be a shoulder. Kind of looks like that, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll come back through and break that, but that's what it looks like. It's just got a lot of patterns going on. Let's look at the 5 minutes, see what it looks like. 5 minute right down to that 540. 15 minutes. Yeah. It is what it is. Still didn't catch up with SHFS. Sitting right on the $4. Anyway, we saw. I just wasn't impressed with the catalyst on the day and what was winning. I was like, oh no, 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 no. Oh no. So I'm sure there'll be more opportunities today. Everybody's used their mental capital during this time. I'm looking for something better to pop off this week. We got the jobs reports coming up. We got, oh, let me look at the FOMC. Let's see if we have any special speakers out here. So today is the 2nd, and I'm not seeing any speakers just yet anywhere for this week, so no speakers there. Oh well. We'll see how this month goes. But I'm about to, oh my goodness, I'm about to jump off of here and get on the road. And I will update you guys if I see anything else pop off in Discord. Once I get over there to the office, I will take a look, see if we got any new news coming out that actually makes sense to be making a move higher. But yeah, keep your head on a swivel. UUU, like I said, looks like a head and shoulders, but could be wrong. It's done a couple of little drops of things that look like it should be dropping, but then it does something like this, right? Pause back up there, point of control at 593, but it has these multiple levels up here that have been traded and failed through. SHFS under $4 now, and chances it gets back to 5 is very low at this point. With this setup, very low. Anyway, this is the closing watch list that I have. Whoa, SK, what is SSKN doing? What you doing over here, big boy? SSKN still moving around. Okay. So this is the watch list that I have for now. Is HW? No, that doesn't have catalysts. HWH does not have catalysts. So these four, and CARM doesn't have catalysts. So all right, so let's jump over here to our watch list. Watch list, bam. So these are the 3 that have catalysts that I'll be kind of keeping an eye on, see if they end up falling off so something else can come up. But other than that, you know, just going to play some defense here at the beginning of the month, and try to get a little nest egg built up here. And yeah, SSKN is catching up quite quickly though. To be honest, it's already the 10 million shares traded. So we'll see how this goes. It's just a skincare, you know, not skincare, but Let me not say this wrong. Let me make sure I represent the information correctly. Okay, skin sciences is a skin therapy of some kind of laser, systematic biological drugs, bolstering expansion of new indications like vitiligo and autoimmune skin conditions. That's it. Okay, but it is what it is. I'm about to jump over here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully we get something that's a little bit makes a little bit more sense, or we might see something during intraday if no news pop during pre-market that is super convicting. But yeah, that's it for me. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Let's see.